This broadcast is produced by Springfield Cosmos Athletics with help from Tech Gym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. The Springfield Cosmos would like to thank our full-year broadcast sponsors, HB Energy Solutions and Jerry FARNUM State Farm Insurance. If you would like to sponsor live streams of Cosmos Athletics, contact Rich Sapak at rsapak@ssdbt.org.
So Jerry, why is this important to you to sponsor Springfield Athletics?
Yeah, Springfield Athletics I think is a core foundation for our kids, our community, and the businesses. It allows us to center around our kids and support them and have a great time at the games. I think it helps to drive discipline, team atmosphere, and it builds a strong belief and love for your hometown. So State Farm is very proud to sponsor our kids in all of the surrounding communities. We believe that is our future, and you need to invest in your future. And of course, growing up here in Springfield, being born and raised, the rivals that we've always seen, between Windsor and Bellas Falls, we always love to come out for those games. They're big games and a lot of fun. And, it lets, each side do a little bit of trash talking every now and then too. But wouldn't change it for anything, and love the community as a whole, and State Farm puts their money where their mouth is.
This program is brought to you by HB Energy and their new service bundle, the HB Pick 3. HB Fuel customers can choose from a wide range of discounts on heat pumps, oil and propane heating systems, wood stoves, water heaters, backup power systems, and more. And with their customer reward program, folks can save even more. That's hbenergy.com or 802-885-2300. HB Energy, one company, one call.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you to Rainy Brown Field for tonight's Varsity Boys soccer matchup between the visiting Wildcats of Twin Valley High School and your Springfield Cosmos. Twin Valley and Springfield High School, in conjunction with the Vermont Principals Association, remind participants and spectators of the requirement to behave in a respectful manner. Sportsmanship and a safe playing environment are the top priorities for all Vermont school-sponsored activities. Vermont law requires learning environments free from hazing, harassment, and bullying of any kind. This is especially true with respect to a person's race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, ethnic difference, or disability. Under no circumstances should any student-athlete, official, or coach be subjected to behavior or language aimed to demean, disrespect, or harm. Adults and student-athletes are encouraged and expected to work together to ensure a meaningful and safe learning environment for our communities to grow and thrive together. Thank you to all participants for helping us ensure the highest levels of respect and safety for all. At this time, I'd like to continue with pregame ceremonies with the introduction of the starting lineups for both clubs. First, for visiting Twin Valley, a senior, number 3, Chris Eckert. A senior, number 5, Tucker Magnet. A senior, number 19, Kalen Lackey. A senior, number 13, Max Nito. A senior, number 18, Zach Mercier. Senior, number 16, Brian Sullivan. Senior, number 11, Carson McHale. Senior, number 8, Braden Brown. Junior, number 10, Nico Girding. Sophomore, number 12, Alex Sullivan. And freshman, number 17, Landon Brown. The Wildcats head coach is Buddy Hayford. Assistant coaches, Chris Brown and Finn Fisher. And now, let's make some noise for the starting lineup for your Springfield Cosmos. Our junior, number 5, Cole Tomberg. Our senior, number 6, Elijah Cox. And our senior, number 7, Carter Tanner. Senior, number 9, Camden Roy. Senior, number 10, Cooper Palmer. Senior, number 11, Oliver Kelly. A sophomore, number 12, Presley Ellis. A junior, number 14, Oliver Vanderveer. Another junior, number 15, Clayton Roos. A junior, number 19, Mateo Fuentes. And the senior goalkeeper, number 00, Nick Weiss. The head coach for the Springfield Cosmos is Derek Graham. He's assisted by Jeff Vanderveer. Folks, at this time we ask for those who are able to please rise and move your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Brownfield for tonight's VPA boys soccer game between Springfield and Twin Valley. And as you probably can see on the screen, it's raining tonight. It was raining a little harder half an hour before. The field looks okay, except for some areas on either side. Well, you probably noticed it there on the field, too. But in conditions, it hasn't rained in forever here, so the field can probably hold up. I'm with Will Simino tonight. And, Will, these two teams, I know they don't know each other that well, but it should be a good game between two winning teams.
Looking forward to it, Coach.
Springfield is 4-1-1, Twin Valley 7-0. If you don't know anything about Twin Valley, you probably know Buddy Hayford, who is only the winningest coach in Vermont history. He's been there for 43 years. The field is named after him there, so he's a legend. And we'll see what his team has. He's got a veteran team tonight. He's got 8 seniors starting, which is 2 more than Springfield, who also has a veteran team. They have 6 seniors starting. And we'll see what happens here tonight. Yeah. 3-man refereeing crew tonight, too. Yeah. Starting a little bit late, and the crowd is a little bit small tonight. The weather is, if you live in this area, know it's terrible. If you're not in this area, you should visit it sometime. Springfield coming off a couple of really good performances, including a 0-0 draw against a tough Hartford team. I think they'll be looking to use that as kind of a blueprint for tonight. You'll probably see them defend a lot tonight. Twin Valley probably in attack enough, but Springfield ready to hit in the counter. Nick Weiss was excellent in that game, got a 100-minute shutout against the Hurricanes, and they'll look to him tonight to make some big saves and maybe get something on the counter. We'll see what Springfield can do. Twin Valley 7-0 is in Division 4 and certainly one of the contenders there. This is a little bit of a step up for them against Division 2 Springfield, but they've handled it before. Coming off a pretty close game against Randolph that they only won 3-2, but they have had some impressive wins, including a 10-1 win over Green Mountain earlier in the season. So they can score some goals.
Good to see the team unity there for the Cosmos circling up on the field right before they break out.
And there'll be a lot of focus on the defense, I think, tonight. And it's pretty much been the same all year back there, the back four for Springfield. They see they set up in a 4-2-3-1. Twin Valley going to go long on the kickoff. Sorry to have Zach going to get set. They go back first, and we are underway. And Twin Valley knocks it right out of bounds. That's the new thing to do these days after PSG. And they'll set up their team accordingly. Field takes the throw quickly, and then Twin Valley looks to win it. That was number 19. Caitlin Lackey also plays some goals sometimes.
Shots in. This one's out the back.
The first one goes wide. That was Alex Sullivan, one of the few non-seniors on the team. And again, I won't be surprised to see Springfield playing a lot of defense. I think Twin Valley's seen a lot of that too, and they'll have to break Springfield down. A wet night, that should, we'll see who that helps or doesn't hurt. Twin Valley actually playing with a deep sweeper here, which is interesting to see in 2025. But if you've won 500 games, you can do whatever you want. Okay. Ollie Kelly actually wins that for Springfield, goes to Cooper Palmer, but the heads now are coming this way again.
Good settle there by the midfielder.
Yep. Yeah, that's number 8. Braden Brown is also a senior. He's got some size there, too, as they can knock the ball around. There's Brown again. Looks to go through, and it's knocked out of bounds there. Also, Max Nito, another senior in the attack for Twin Valley, as they have only 2 back. Well, it's actually 4 in the back, but they have the left back and the right back up pretty far. Long throw. Brown fielded, pretty small field, at least width-wise. Allows for long throws. Here comes a long throw way into the box. Springfield has to deal with that. It's headed, flicked away, and finally cleared by Oliver Vanderveer. Not quite all the way out there. Comes to the top of the box. Long shot is going to go over the bar that time. Kind of a warning shot there from Braden Brown. Didn't really get a lot of it. It says it was deflected. It's going to be a corner. It's maybe why it looks so bad off his foot. And so Twin Valley gets their first corner of the night.
And Nick Weiss was back and ready for that one. He could reach up and pretty much touch the top.
Yeah, it was a tough one because if he knew it was a corner, he would like to grab it, but I think it was too far out of his reach to get. So Twin Valley's going to put one on the keeper and line up 5 in a row here, and they're all going to go to the net. I cannot see in the corner who's actually taking this corner. It's just out of our eyesight down there. Ball's put in the box short. The kicker actually slipped. It's still loose there, though. They're going to play it back to him. And he looks like he's onside, but the ball kind of dies. Brown Field, it does have some parts where there's a lot of grass. It's a slow field. Twin Valley might have to get used to that as they go, but they've had all the possession so far. That is number 10, Nico Girding, one of the few non-seniors on the field, too. Twin Valley has it all. Everybody behind the ball now for the Cosmos. Twin Valley looks to switch, but it goes over their head. It might stay in bounds, though, in the slow grass. It finally goes out for a goal kick. And that's about what we're going to see. We're 2.5 minutes in. Springfield would like to get the ball up on the counter somewhere, but they're going to be defending a lot tonight, probably.
And I had a moment to talk to Coach Vanderveer before the game, and he emphasized that was going to be their main focus, defense first, as it has been all season.
Braden Brown's been impressive early for Twin Valley. A big, tall player in the middle. Here's a little counter opportunity. Ollie Kelly gets to that, tries to win a throw, but actually goes off him last, I think, so it's going to be Twin Valley ball. But that's the opportunities they're going to look for to get up. The long throw put out of bounds. Again, Twin Valley 7-0 on the season, have not had any result but a win so far this season, so going to be a tough test. There's a cross in the box. No real white show. It goes all the way through and poked away at the last second. That's a great tackle at the last moment there by Presley Ellis, but it's still loose in the box, still trying to clear it. Finally, they do half clear it, finally whacked out of there. And that's a lot of the wet conditions out here are going to make it tough on balls like that, and it's going to make it tough on Springfield to defend all night, too.
Absolutely, and you're seeing the confidence, as you mentioned, undefeated. Twin Valley really putting the pressure on early in this game.
Yeah, Springfield defense a little shaky, but I said it's going to be tough, the conditions. They tried to spring Kelly again, but it goes out of bounds. Again, I think Twin Valley has probably seen these kind of tactics before. If you're 7-0 and you've beaten teams 10-1, I'm sure they've seen teams defend like this, so they're just going to be patient and take their chances. Blocked by a couple tenths here. I think it's a long throw coming there, and there it is. Carter Tanner tried to win that, but it went off of him last. No, it didn't go off him. It's going to be green ball.
Yeah, and players are going to have to be really careful on the sideline as it's pretty muddy and slippery there.
If you can't see it, the sidelines are pretty. Most of it's off the field, but that right area, right between the football and the soccer outline, is out of bounds. Mateo Fuentes on the ball for the first time. That's something Springfield is going to look for to get him on the ball. It's a good ball through, but it's cut off. But here's a little possession here for Springfield. He tries to play wide. Will it stay in for Vanderveer? It does not. Twin Valley throw. But Springfield actually getting it on this side of the field, trying to make something happen. They will probably try to go through Fuentes to get anything they can offensively here. Kind of ball to no man's land, but Kelly's going to get on the end of this. Here's Kelly now at 35 yards from goal. 1-on-4, but he did get the ball down there.
Fighting hard through contact.
Yeah, here's some possession too. Carter Tanner allowed to dribble. Tries to get it through, but he's cut off by the Twin Valley defense. Now they're going to look to counter.
Cosmo sort of let up on the pressure there for a moment.
Yeah, that's Brown again. You can tell he's a very good player. He's got some good touch, and he's going to take the throw right here wearing the captain armband. Ellis gets to play the clear, and Springfield tries to clear but doesn't. Now the second time they clear, and there's an open Cooper Palmer in the middle. Good turn by Palmer, able to switch the field. Tries to go to Vanderbilt. It's cut off by Twin Valley. It's Girding with the ball. Girding and Brown controlling the midfield for the Wildcats here. Through ball, but this is where Springfield held Hartford. A lot of those through balls did not get through. Again, it's a small field width-wise, so that four in the back stay really compact, and they've done so far tonight too. Cooper Palmer plays that up, and Vanderveer is going to run onto it too. Will it stay in? It does stay in. Vanderveer tried to serve it. Now he's two there trying to win a corner right now. Cannot. It's out of bounds, but it's a throw for Springfield.
And strong defense there by the Cosmos, like you were saying.
Now Springfield could take advantage of the long throw and try to throw something in the box and hope to get a break here. Let's see what happens. I think that's Fuentes taking the throw over there. Tough in the wet to get much on it too. Heads to the top of the box, but nobody there for Springfield. Twin Valley will try to counter here. They don't have too many numbers, although it's Brown on the ball right now. Brown defended by Tanner, tries to play through ball. The only one up there is Girding, but here's Girding in the middle. Girding to Brown. Brown about 30 yards from goal with his left. Doesn't really trouble Weiss that time, but it's another warning shot. Again, those are a lot of the shots that Hartford got too. I think Springfield will be okay. It's going to be tough to score on Weiss from that kind of distance without a perfect shot. It's Carson McHale up top by himself for Twin Valley. Their numbers are not the easiest to read on those uniforms. A little bit of two hands in the back there. We saw the ref look at it there, but didn't call it. Springfield has the ball up. It's Vanderveer again. Vanderveer tries to play it. It's cut off. Twin Valley happy to just launch it down the field. First touch gets away there, and that could be trouble. That was a good play there by number 2, right? Now it's Girding, and Brown, the two players that have kind of controlled things so far. Girding trying to shoot it from there, but it's a good balance. It's still loose toward the box. Finally cleared away. It fell to Max Nito there. Now Springfield has possession. They can spring going down the way. Cam Roy couldn't get on the end of it. Good play by the defense there by number 3, Chris Eckert, who actually tried to go forward a little bit. Nico has it, plays it back. Twin Valley happy to go in reverse here. And Springfield's probably okay with that too. You can see how many people they have behind the ball. Hopeful ball played up there. Springfield cuts it off.
Good settle there, just got away from him.
Landon Brown, the only freshman on the field right now for either team who played that ball through. Again, a lot of hopeful balls for Twin Valley. This is playing out a lot like that Hartford game so far. Hartford was unable to get a breakthrough in 100 minutes. We'll see what Twin Valley can do. They still got 92 of those minutes to go. So that's a hopeful ball too. These balls are going to be tricky in the wet. Springfield gets away with that one, and now they can get it up the field. Vanderveer has it. Double team though, and now he's taken away.
They don't roll quite as freely when the grass is wet, right, Coach?
No, and this ground is not, it's a slow field. If you're not used to it, I think Twin Valley, and probably a lot of the fields are not, and they're so fast this year because it hasn't rained at all. Ironically, it's raining right now. Although it looks like it's not really raining very hard. Now there's a hopeful ball in the box. Here's a shot. It comes to the top of the box. Not a great first touch. Second touch is actually shanked. Going to go all the way out for, no, it's a goal kick. Thought that was going to be the dreaded, you take a shot and it goes out for a throw, and that's usually a little embarrassing. But
so the Cosmos defense holding up well in the middle. You know, they've let a couple shots come from the angles, but they're going wide. Nothing really on net yet.
The best chance was early when they had that little the ball ping-ponged a lot in the box, and they didn't really get a shot out of it. Since then, they've kind of been pretty compact down there. Again, they're not really getting much on the offensive end either, but that's kind of what we expected tonight. Goal kick toward the sideline. They fight for it. It flicks off the head. That'll be a Springfield throw. Presley Ellis is going to take it. So we'll see if Springfield tries to commit going forward here. Now you have the ball and go forward. How many numbers or what kind of numbers do they go forward?
Nice little back kick there.
It was, and you got now on the run, you got Brown. Brown tries to play it. I think that might be a little too far. Weiss is going to get in the end of that one. Have not had a foul called in this game yet. Springfield crowd kind of wanted one there. We'll see.
Even if there might have been a couple opportunities
That's a
for
big kick. Kelly, there's another defender back there. Missed that defender back there playing a deep sweeper at Twin Valley, and it paid off for them that time.
Nice through ball there.
Brown again. Brown able to switch the fields. A lot of numbers behind the ball. A hopeful ball played forward. It's going to be out of Weiss's reach, though. It could be a good spot, and Springfield forced to play it out. Cole Tomberg plays it out for a Twin Valley throw. And they'll use this as a set piece. They're probably going to throw it in the box. See how many people are getting forward now. 7 Twin Valley players in the box. There's a flicked header. There it is, and it's finally cleared away.
And all 10 of them on this half of the field.
They're a little far out now. It's play that way. It was Nico Girding. Good footwork that time from Chris Ecker, another senior defender. Tries to play it through. A lot of bodies in there, though. That might be a foul. No, they let it go again. Look at all the Springfield players behind the ball. And again, that's a hopeful ball. Again, that's the one Springfield's okay with, right? Playing from there.
Absolutely.
That was the freshman Landon Brown, a little ambitious.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of players go down today in the wet grass, and no complaints at all seeing the refs not necessarily blowing the whistle every time a player goes down on the ground.
We'll see, what happens, but it's early. Good challenge that time by Carter Tanner to keep the ball in. Springfield has a throw in the Twin Valley end. This is where they want to take advantage. Cameroy might have got away with an illegal throw there, a foul throw. But now Twin Valley's going to try to counter. But only one up, which is a little bit surprising for them. As many goals they scored. Carson McHale kind of chasing 1-on-4 right there. Able to win a throw for the Wildcats. I think Coach Graham wanted him to play that backwards because they had nobody else there. First substitution in the game, it's going to be Twin Valley. Max Nito going out. We'll get the number when he turns around coming in. Eagle eyes of Cam Casey telling it's number 7, but there's no 7. Oh, okay, that's 4. So Jordan Denny, another freshman for the Wildcats. Twin Valley again, no pressure on the ball there, but there's a little pressure, but they get through it. A lot of bodies behind the ball. How are they going to break it down here? And they tell it right down. And they want to counter.
Hey, good pressure there.
Up for Springfield right now. Otto Kelly's on his own. And a good challenge there by Twin Valley. Roy
Kelly tried to set up the 1-2.
Yeah, dispossessed, and it goes in to the point of Girding again. Girding plays it wide. They try to play 1-2. That's a good ball, but it's going to be just out of the reach. But it does give Twin Valley its second corner of the night as Eli Cox plays it out. They were looking for Alex Sullivan, a sophomore on the other end, and these are the set pieces that Springfield defended well against against Hartford. But we'll see what we got here. 7 in the box. It's actually going to be a right-footed outswinger here. I think is that Brown over there taking this? Brown puts it in the box. Weiss punches it away, but it's going to go right back to Brown. Brown puts it right back in the mixer. A lot of green shirts there, but it's still loose. Finally half cleared right there. And Twin Valley chooses to go backwards and reset. Now they play it up into the box. Right at Weiss, though. That's an easy catch for him. You can see Twin Valley, just like Hartford, starting to get a little bit frustrated here, even though it's early. Still 13 minutes in. Long ball headed back by number 19. That time, Kalen Lackey. And now some time. Girding's had a lot of time on the ball today. But again, not really near the goal, though. There's a taken away again.
Takeaway there.
Some time for Cooper Pommel, able to switch it to Vendor. You can see what Springfield's trying to do is get the ball to the middle and switch, and then get their numbers forward. They've been able to do it a couple times. There's a long throw. We'll see if Twin Valley starts to commit more numbers forward here as this game progresses. Lyndon Brown goes to Girding. He's going to try his luck from there. But I think Springfield's going to be okay with that shot.
Yeah, we still eat those all day.
Yeah.
They want to send shots from
The new
30 yards out.
analytics are expected goals these days. That's not too high on that one. I mean, when they score one, though, it'll look bad. But I think Springfield will be okay with those. 14 minutes in, 14 minutes and 20 seconds in so far. And again, the shots are all Twin Valley so far, but the score is 0-0. Brown wins that header easy. Girding like to have a little more pressure on these guys, especially Brown and Girding in the middle. A big touch there, but Ellis able to get on the end of it, take advantage of that. I know, but it does go right back to Twin Valley.
Good hustle there by the sophomore, Presley Ellis.
Goes out of bounds. We're going to have some subs.
And that's the energy you want to see, right? He gets the first touch. It gets a little bit away from him, and he hustles. He doesn't just leave it for the other team to take it. He hustles up and gets the second touch as well.
He didn't have a great first touch, but I mean, he took advantage of it. He didn't made up for his not great first touch with a good second touch. Long throw goes out of bounds again, and this is Twin Valley's going to start to get numbers forward here on these long throws into the box. Nobody really there, though. It's all green shirts in the middle. Oh, but Girding almost got on the end of that, but it's cleared.
Holds tough on that 50-50.
Rowan Palopel in the game for Springfield had that. Good first touch there but Fuentes does a good job. It was a great first touch there by Landon Brown, but it was taken away. And there's our first foul of the day. Brown came back and fouled Vanderveer, and Springfield can get a free kick at midfield. Not a great area, but they can throw it up there and see what happens.
And, part of what we might be seeing with the Cosmos not moving the ball up the field quite as much is they don't have sophomore Kamari Gray on the field today. He's out with a foot injury. And he's one that'll regularly take it up the sideline.
Headed away easily, but nobody here for Twin Valley. It's just one person up who's trying to hold it. Girding tried to get through a couple of people here. Now Girding has it at midfield, looking for somebody to give it to, but they don't really have numbers up right now. Try to play it through, but again, there's a lot of green shirts. It does leak through. Ellis gets the ball up the field. It's going to go right to a Twin Valley player, though. Ooh. That was number 15. Colton Corey. And now here's Brown again. Brown on a run. This is what they can afford. Brown's going to try to take Fuentes on. But serves it was left, but it goes out of bounds for another Twin Valley corner. Good defending by Fuentes, but it is another corner for the Wildcats, their third of the night. This will be likely an in-swinger this time. The other one was an out-swinger. That should help them get it closer to the goal. It also allows Weiss maybe to come out and grab it. There it is, right at Weiss. It's loose, and it's put on the line, and it's in! Twin Valley takes advantage. I believe that was number 11, Carson McHale, who taps it in, and Twin Valley leads 1-0.
That's a tough one if you're the keeper. It's pretty crowded there in front of the goal.
Yeah, I think Weiss would probably, but he had a lot of people in front of him, and Twin Valley took advantage, and that's it didn't happen against Hartford. Those set pieces are dangerous. You give up too many corners, eventually one's going to end up in the back of the net. And now we'll see how Springfield adjusts, down 1-0.
Twin Valley goal scored by number 11, Carson McHale.
Now Springfield down a goal. Again, the Hartford game, and we've been talking about a little bit, ended up 0-0, so they never really had to adjust from the strategy they were playing. Now they're down. Now we'll see how they go. There won't be anything. There's a good ball as Girding tries to make a late run through. Gets on the end of this one.
Good speed there by the forward.
Yeah. Tomberg tries to play it, but it's in a dangerous spot and put toward and almost goes in right across the face of the goal. Stays in bounds. Now it's out for a goal kick. That was actually, it was not Girding. That was actually number 11, McHale, the goal scorer there on that run, playing up top. So, again, Springfield doesn't want to switch off. They certainly don't want to make a one-goal deficit, 2 goals here.
And so we're seeing Twin Valley now starting to get a little better penetration on the Cosmos defense.
Hopeful ball goes ahead to Girding. Girding plays it off to Brown. Brown, another hopeful ball out there. They're telling him to shoot, but he's a little pretty deep out there. Substitution for Twin Valley. They don't have a huge roster, Twin Valley. It's only, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I guess 19 players, so it's reasonable size. And it's a tiny school, Twin Valley. I believe it has somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 students. But they are a soccer powerhouse nonetheless. Thanks to Mr. Buddy Hayford, the winningest coach in Vermont history. Ball played all the way back to the sweeper, who bangs it forward. Taking a little bit of time there. Tried to shield it, but was knocked out of bounds. Blake Paczynski is trying to say it's his ball. Does the referee agree? It looks like the referee agrees. Springfield trying to get in the attack, but Girding and Brown have just kind of controlled the game in the middle. Lots of time for Twin Valley to go forward. A hopeful ball. It's going to be a little too far, but you can see the danger there. Michaela being much more active in the last few minutes, and that wasn't that far off from getting in.
Big punt there by Weiss.
Yeah, big punt. That's what they're trying to take advantage. The sweeper is staying back. Trying to make it happen there. Launch forward. It's going to go out of bounds, and it does go out of bounds for a throw. It was Clayton Roos who hit that one for the Cosmos. There's a little good 1-2 from Springfield to keep it, but they lose possession there. Springfield trying to play out. This is some of their best possession of the game so far. Fuentes plays it through, almost had it through. You see Springfield trying to push up a little bit more. Twin Valley is playing pretty deep, so they can move up a little bit, but they do have to win balls like this. They might be in danger for the counter right now.
And that's what they're going to need to do. Down by 1, the pressure's on now. They've got to score at some point.
Yeah, it's still early, but at some point, McHale now wins that one kind of by himself up there. Did he win another corner? He did. Corner number 4 for the Wildcats, and McHale just being really active as a lone attacker that can be pretty lonely out there, but you keep ranking those runs. Twin Valley using its bench a lot in this game. And it's going to be an outswinger this time, right-footed kick coming out, and it looks like they're going for number 15. Tries a little spider kick there. That was impressive, but it didn't really come to much. All the way back to number 15, who plays it across. That's Colton Corey, still bouncing around the box. Girding had a chance at that, but it kind of got away from him. Kelly chasing it, but a good first touch, some good composure by the Twin Valley defense right there. Get another hopeful ball, but these balls in the rain are a little more effective because they're just kind of bouncing off people and coming right back to them.
Vanderveer working hard in the middle of the Cosmos defense, disrupting those passing lanes.
Good turn that time as he tries to get in. It's out for another corner, I believe. Again, corner number 5 for the Wildcats. I think that was Brown. I'm going to switch it and let Girding take this kick. After Brown had taken the last few. Brown definitely has some height in there. Oh, it's already in. It's a trick play.
Yeah.
Didn't work that time. Oh, the old trick play where you put it in. I don't like that play. I'm going to be honest. It's a sportsmanlike thing. You kick it and you tell the other guy to take it, but it's already in play because he played it. Anyway, it didn't work this time, so it's all good. Long throw in the box. Nobody really attacks it for Twin Valley, but they do win another corner as it's put out by Roos, so it's corner number 6. As now Brown goes back to take the corner.
And it looks like it has stopped raining, so we're seeing some umbrellas open up now.
You can see in the lights there's a little bit of drizzle coming down, but it's certainly hard. Ball played across, knocked away that time by Fuentes, but it's still in. Now kind of Springfield can counter, but it's a little too far. That allows Tucker Magnet, who we haven't called his name too much, but he's back playing sweeper, to knock it back in. Through ball again, going through a lot of bodies in the wet, and it just goes across. Springfield has to deal with that here. Good layoff, a lot of bodies back, but a good first touch. Second touch is hit hard, but it's not really close to the goal. Oh, it's another corner, though. It was deflected, I guess. No hesitation from the referee or from Twin Valley. 7 corners for the Wildcats. It's a pretty good ball. You can see people running and good header away. I think that was Roos again who headed away. It might have been Vanderveer. Twin Valley taking their time. You can see the ball's been on Girding's foot a lot in this game. He missed that pass, though. But nice first touch there from Palopoulos, I think that is. Tries to play it back and tries to get out that way. And there's a hopeful ball. It might stay in bounds, but I think it's going to go out the other side. At least Springfield can get up the field.
Cosmos definitely still playing defense heavy. They've got 5 players still on their half.
And despite despite the advantage in tactical play, it's only 1-0. It only takes one to tie this game up.
Moving up now, we've got
Palmer coming back in the game. I think that's Kelly coming back in the game. That's number 9. Roy coming back in the game. Chance for a long throw here. I think it's Fuentes is going to put it in the box and hope for some things too here. Springfield starting way back. Now making runs. Tried to get it to Vanderveer. Almost got a shot off there. There's a hopeful ball over the goal. First shot of the game for Springfield.
good power, just got to bring it down a little bit.
Hopeful, but at least it gives him a chance. I think that was Tanner who took that, if I'm looking at it right. Good velocity on that, certainly.
Nice header there in the midfield.
Good header again in the middle. Yep, those are the balls that they want to win. There's Tanner again. Twin Valley looks to switch. Good position to get it out, but there's Tanner again. Tanner tries to play a through ball. Almost got through to Fuentes, but didn't. Now Springfield wins it again. A little bit of hope here for the Cosmos. Ends up on the foot of Fuentes. Good play by Vanderveer. Fuentes beats one. On his left. Beats another. Gets to the end line. Plays it across. And it's dropped temporarily and finally picked up. Did it go out for a corner? It did not. But that's a warning shot from Springfield. Mateo Fuentes gets to the end line. Played it across to the left.
That was a good look there for Fuentes, the junior.
First time we've even seen the Twin Valley keeper so far. A little bit of hopeful ball there, not quite far enough. And Springfield able to counter on that a little bit. But it's Landon Brown in the middle. Palmer takes it away temporarily. Now Palmer does win it and plays it back. Ellis tries to play it forward. A little bit short, but it could be hopeful still. It's still bouncing around. Ollie Kelly almost got it. But now Twin Valley takes it away. Alex Sullivan with 1-2 with Girding. Spinning, it might stay in, but it went out of bounds. There's a foul. Foul number 2 of the game. It's been a really clean game that time 2 hands in the back for a foul. Eli Cox going to take this kick. Goes relatively short to Cam Roy, but Cam Roy does collect it, plays it back to Cox, tries to play it through, and finally knocked away. A little bit of possession. That's a great ball up to Fuentes. Fuentes is going to possess it. Fuentes goes to the box, almost gets by one, gets double team, goes down. Referee's going to say no call. It did look like he got between him a little bit there. Now Twin Valley has a chance to go the other way. Playing a lot of hopeful balls now, Twin Valley, against the Springfield defense. Springfield defense just kind of eating them up, as you said before. Yeah, maybe you can hear Coach Hayford from here play it to somebody. Have not called Braden Brown's name much in the last few minutes. He's going to try to change that here. He finds McHale. McHale lays off to Gerber. Nice 1-2 there. Long distance, takes a shot. It's low, and it's in!
Fantastic shot.
A little bit that time. McHale's shot, and he's got 2. And it's 2-0 Twin Valley.
And Weiss went down for that one, but didn't get to the corner. You got to wonder if the slippery ground plays any factor in that. If you can't get the same kind of push.
Right. I think how quick that shot came off, too, is moving. It was just kind of a quick pullback on the foot, and it went in.
Well-placed shot in the bottom corner.
It's definitely a kind of night where we want to shoot low because it does skip. It does strange things in the grass. And so a little bit against the run of play for the last couple minutes. Springfield finally got attack. That's how soccer works sometimes. Finally got something attack, and then Twin Valley hits them on the other side. Now it's 2-0 Wildcats.
Winning Valley goal scored by number 11, Carson McHale.
Now it's danger time for Springfield. They want to keep their heads up here for the next 12 minutes and keep it where it is at least. Girding's had a ton of the ball today, and there's Brown. Brown able to turn. Brown back to Girding, who's in a decent spot right there. Lets it fly. It's going to go over high, but that's not a shot Springfield wants to give up repeatedly either. You can see Brown and Girding just work so well together in the middle. Carter Tanner plays back, and Springfield able to clear. But again, there's really nobody there except for white shirts right now. Good first touch by Girding there. Just so calm in the ball. And there's Brown. Brown going to try to make something happen. Pulls it back to his right. It's a hard shot right at Weiss that time, but that thing was moving too.
Weiss has got that one.
Yeah, another shot. Springfield doesn't want to give up too much. The shots from further out are okay, but those are pretty good chances from that kind of range. So I can hit him like Brown. That thing was moving. A low kick. It's going to go to Palmer. Palmer makes a good first touch. He's got two on him, though. Can't get away from both Wildcat players. And here comes Twin Valley the other way. Alex Sullivan trying to play a 1-2 again and does a nice 1-2 with Brown. Now Sullivan's kind of surrounded. He's looking for McHale. Gets it to McHale. Another 1-2 down the sideline. Can Sullivan get the ball across? He can, but it's low, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. But good soccer there by Twin Valley, playing the 1-2s and getting down the sideline. Just did not have the finished product.
Yeah, great passing inside, too, by the way.
Are they the Wildcats?
Yeah. It's Brown again. Brown and Girding have just owned this game so far. You see with a little bit of McHale, who's got both goals up top. And there's Girding again. Girding release it just high that time. Starting to dial in the range, I think, on those a little bit. They're getting closer and closer from that distance.
And I can't help but wonder if it seems like the Cosmos are spacing a little bit more forward as they're getting down in points, trying to keep the opportunities for that.
Well, it's a tough call
That
because
transition.
as a coach, I mean, when you open up yourself, but at the same time, you have to open it up because you got to score at some point.
Exactly.
And the question is it too early or is it not too early?
So do you sacrifice a little bit of defense in order to
that's,
give yourself an opportunity to score?
That's the trick.
But then you're seeing shots come harder and quicker and closer.
That's the dilemma that Coach Graham is having right now. I'm sure he'll make adjustments at halftime, too. We've got 9:43 and counting to go. Alex Sullivan has been in the play a lot the last couple minutes with a pretty good ball, but it's cut off that time by the Springfield defense. But again, owning the midfield here is these two guys, and now it's Brown. Brown from about 25 yards out, and that's way up high.
Field goal is good.
Yeah. So they're racking up the shots. Not many of them are on frame, but they're racking up the shots. See, the referees have earpieces tonight. That's a new thing to do. They can talk to each other on the earpiece. Oop, I missed that one, but Twin Valley able to kind of play it, but it's a bad touch. I think it's going to out of bounds, and that's going to give Springfield a chance, I think, to... Vanderveer throws it down the field, and Fuentes trying to get on the end of it. That's who Springfield wants in the ball. It's been their most dangerous player so far. But,
Fuentes and Kelly, right?
Yep, and going forward, it goes to Sullivan, who's had a good few minutes here, Sullivan. Working on Ellis, gets by one. Look, I got held up a little bit there, but no call. Now he takes it away again. There's really nobody there to help him at this time. It's finally cleared away. Brown couldn't get that. Palmer comes back and wins it for Springfield. And it's going to be drilled down the field. That could be hopeful. It's onside. Fuentes might have a step running onto it, but he's beaten there by the keeper who barely gets there. But that was kind of dangerous. He was maybe going to beat Chris Ecker to that ball, but here comes Twin Valley the other way. It's on the foot of Brown. Brown to Girding, as you've heard a million times probably already tonight, to Sullivan. Sullivan takes his time. He had Brown. But now coming up is Landon Brown, the freshman.
And again with that little back flick.
Yep.
Tricky.
Long throw cut out there. Nobody really there. Twin Valley's going to get there first, though. And you see Twin Valley likes to, even on a play like that, tries to keep the ball. They're just keeping the ball a lot. That's Brown. Pretty good defense on the other side by Vanderveer, but it goes out for a throw. Nobody really forward for Twin Valley right now. We got McHale hanging out in the middle here, but Springfield has the ball and they're able to clear. Deflected. Vanderbilt gets
pressure
on the
there.
end of it again, yeah. But the ball just can't connect when it gets up here in a touch like that. Twin Valley's able to win it back. And there's Mr. Girding. Girding running through the midfield again. Girding tries to play McHale, but it's cut out. Pretty good shape there by Springfield. Girding again wins it back. Has Sullivan. Sullivan tries a long shot, but that's not going to get it done on Weiss.
That one might also have been a field goal.
Just have to chase all those balls down there. Balls keep going down the other end like that.
So this trio you mentioned that's moving the ball around a lot for the Wildcats up front, looks like the Cosmos are getting wise to their pairing and cutting off those lanes a little bit.
Well, they want to keep in front. I think they would like to not get beat on those 1-2s as much as they are. I think that'd be Coach Graham at halftime. It's like you got to keep in front of you even when they get rid of the ball too. And they like to win some possession up here like this. So if Kelly can do something with it, this is where they're not getting. There's a good ball up top. There's Fuentes on the ball. This is what Springfield wants. Fuentes runs to the midfield, runs into a couple players, and then makes a push there and gets a foul. First foul of the night for Springfield, 33 minutes in, by the way. 33 and a half minutes in.
So if the Cosmos were to take something out of the Wildcats playbook right there, it'd be nice for Fuentes to have somebody to set up the 1-2.
Yeah.
Pass it in the middle and then make the run and be open up in the corner.
Good collision there, Ellis and Brown. That's a good ball, too. They have numbers here. Kelly's going to catch up to that one. He's got Palmer in the middle, right?
Nice move there.
Switches it up, but there's nobody really there that time. Coming late that time was Eli Cox. He didn't quite get there, but Springfield does have possession.
Good tough play there on the attack.
Looks like it might have been a foul, and it is. Springfield will have a free kick, and not in great position, but it is something they can throw in the box from there. It's going to be Fuentes to try to take it. He's going to try to put it in a dangerous spot and put it somewhere where the keeper has to think about it.
He certainly got the leg for it.
Camden Roy and Ollie Kelly are on the weak side here. That's who he's probably aiming for. The referee's kind of talking to some people there, I think. Not quite sure what the holdup is.
A little bit of shoving there in the box.
Long ball headed away that time. It goes out for a throw. That was number 5. Tucker Magnan who headed that away. 5 minutes to go in the first half. 2-0 Twin Valley if you just joined us. Or you can probably see it in the bottom of your screen as well. Long throw chance. Fuentes going to put in the box. Pretty good throw. Flicked on by Palmer. That's a good flick. It's loose. It's loose in the box. It's sitting there. Can't take advantage. Roy was there. Couldn't quite get a foot to it, but that's what Springfield was looking for. Ellis puts it back in, but it's blocked. Now there's a chance to counter for Twin Valley. But Roos gets on the end of that and puts it forward. Cox. Yeah.
And the fans going wild over that one. They wanted a whistle.
They should be patient because the whistle was coming.
And they got it.
Yeah. Kind of trust the ref. The ref was letting it play out, see what was going to happen, and then he called it. He saw it the whole way. Sometimes in soccer you have an advantage, so referees will let it play out for a couple of seconds, see what happens, and nothing came out of it, so he blew the whistle.
Right.
Let's go.
Here's some good possession. Palopoulos on the other side couldn't wait on the end of it. He's hustling after it, though, but he did not want to throw his Twin Valley. Good shield there to let it out. We got subs for Twin Valley, so they have to hold it up. A lot of subs for Twin Valley in the first half. Again, if you're watching this type of soccer and used to watching other soccer, limited substitutions here in high school soccer. Long throw. Played it in the middle. It's going to be knocked. Tanner plays it wide. It's behind Fuentes, though, and goes out of bounds. Some encouraging signs for the Cosmo the last few minutes, though. McHale by himself, launched forward again. Dealt with by Twin Valley. We haven't seen as much, and there's Brown, as I said that, since we haven't seen as much of him lately, and that's a good play right there. He just puts himself in the middle, and as soon as he feels contact, he goes down.
Smart play there.
Yeah, it's smart. Not a great position, but they'll just throw it up there and see what happens.
What a kick.
A little bit too far, I think, although it stays in bounds. Almost got in the end. It's actually going to stay in again and played across the box. Nobody there. Does come out for number 17 from long range. Good fake, right? And it's going to be a chip ball, but right to Weiss.
Keeper's got it. And that shot a moment ago, the velocity on that thing, I thought it was headed right to the net. It dropped a little.
It's a long punt there by Weiss, goes down the field. And onto it is Camden Roy. Camden Roy might have won a corner. He did. First corner of the night for Springfield. Here's a chance for them. With 2:19 and counting to go in the first half. It's going to be Cooper Palmer to try to take this. A lot of numbers in the box now for Springfield. These are the times they have to take advantage of this stuff. Put across and flicked wide. Somebody's on the other side. I think it's Vanderveer on the other side. He's going to rip it. Good fake. Good move. Takes another move. He's in the box. Palopoulos shoots just high. Right.
Good attempt there by Vanderveer.
Yeah, that was great stuff from Vanderveer right there. Actually, it's Palopoulos on the other side. That's Rowan Palopoulos.
Oh, Palopoulos.
Who juked out a couple of different defenders for Twin Valley and had a good look at that. He just shot it high. But that's the best chance for Springfield so far tonight.
Fantastic effort by the sophomore.
Long goal kick. Brown didn't get on the end of that. Springfield won that. Carter Tanner won that. Now Springfield able to keep possession. Fuentes dispossessed there by Brown, though. Brown looks like his shorts got caught there a little bit. He's trying to fix them right now, right? Twin Valley has some numbers if they can make this happen here. Waiting for that time. Girding was a little slow to make the run. I allowed Cole Tomber to get on the end of that. We've coming up on 1 minute to go in the first half on a rainy night in Springfield. 2-0 Twin Valley leads. They've been dominant pretty much throughout, although Springfield's had some good looks the last couple minutes. So there's Brown, though. Brown goes down, but there's no call there. It should be a corner, though, I think. No, it's actually going to be a goal kick.
You can't blame him for trying.
They call it corner or goal kick there. I thought he pointed to the goal kick, but they're going to get a corner. Number 8 for the Wildcats tonight. They look to add a third right before halftime, which obviously would be killer for the Cosmos at this point.
And they're crowding the plane of the...
Yeah, they're going right at Weiss on this one. Like you said, it's going to go right toward the frame. It's a low ball. Flicked on, and it's a good one. It's still sitting there. Can't really get a hit on it. It's still loose. They finally get it half cleared that time, and now it's all the way cleared. And can they counter it with 13 seconds to go? Right. Good, strong challenge that time from Landon Brown, the freshman.
Good hustle there by Roos, and he took a shot. The fans didn't like it. There was a lot of noise there, but no call.
Yeah, I think that was good officiating. And that's it for the first half. So Twin Valley dominates most of the first half, right? And they had some chances at the end, Springfield, but Twin Valley leads this one 2-0 at the break. We'll be back after this.
This broadcast is produced by Springfield Cosmos Athletics with help from Tech Gym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. The Springfield Cosmos would like to thank our full-year broadcast sponsors, HB Energy Solutions and Jerry Farnum State Farm Insurance. If you would like to sponsor live streams of Cosmos Athletics, contact Rich Sapak at rsapak@ssdbt.org.
So Jerry, why is this important to you to sponsor Springfield Athletics?
Yeah, Springfield Athletics, I think, is a core foundation for our kids, our community, and the businesses. It allows us to center around our kids and support them and have a great time at the games. I think it helps to drive discipline, team atmosphere, and it builds a strong belief and love for your hometown. So State Farm is very proud to sponsor our kids in all of the surrounding communities. We believe that is our future, and you need to invest in your future. And of course, growing up here in Springfield, being born and raised, the rivals that we've always seen, between Windsor and Bellas Falls, we always love to come out for those games. They're big games and a lot of fun. And, it lets, each side do a little bit of trash talking every now and then too. But wouldn't change it for anything, and love the community as a whole, and State Farm puts their money where their mouth is.
This program is brought to you by HB Energy and their new service bundle, the HB Pick 3. HB Fuel customers can choose from a wide range of discounts on heat pumps, oil and propane heating systems, wood stoves, water heaters, backup power systems, and more. And with their customer reward program, folks can save even more. That's hbenergy.com or 802-885-2300. HB Energy, one company, one call.
Welcome back to Brownfield. Ray Kern, Will Simino with you, and there's 2-0 Twin Valley as we're ready to start the second half here at Brownfield. And Will, it was pretty much all Twin Valley in possession, but Springfield had a life there the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, Springfield started off playing stout defense, and then when they got down by one, they tried to open things up a little bit, and it did work in that aspect that they got a few more shots off and a few runs, but they also let a couple shots by.
Yeah, if the Wildcats came in at 7-0, if you just joined his coach Buddy Hayford in his 43rd season, and if you're around Vermont soccer, you should know the name because he's now the all-time winningest coach in Vermont history, which is pretty good, I've heard.
Congratulations.
And he also has the field named after him down in Wilmington down there, too, where they play. Springfield, we'll see what they come out here. They're 4-1-1 coming in. Knew this was going to be a tough test. Obviously, Twin Valley has so that. And it's been, if you didn't watch the first half, it's Nico Girding, number 10, Braden Brown, number 8. Those two have controlled the middle for most of this contest and been tough for Springfield to stop. But again, as I said, it's Carson McHale, the striker, who got both goals. So that's kind of their trio up top there. Springfield had some chances at the end. It was Rowan Palopoulos had their best chance right before the half, juked a couple people and shot just high. Mateo Fuentes has been their most dangerous player, who was played mostly on the left in the first half. But we'll see what kind of changes that Springfield makes down 2-0 going in the second half. Cooper Palmer to kick off. And Palmer, as is the thing to do, plays that out of bounds as well, and Springfield can get up. I wonder how long that will last, until the next thing comes. Kick it out of bounds and the kickoff until somebody comes up with something new.
And I've heard you talk, I saw the letter you sent home, Coach, about that strategy of kicking the ball out of bounds. What's the thinking there?
Well, just get it up the field and you don't mess with it. So then you play it out for a throw. It allows your whole team to get up the field without worrying about how quick it's going to come back at you. And that's what PSG does. Now there's a foul. And here's a chance down the other end. It's now number 13 going after the ball. We haven't called his name much. That's Nex Nito. And it's another corner for the Wildcats. They had 7 in the first half.
So good hustle by the fullback to get to that ball first and prevent the shot opportunity. But, gosh, you really wish you could get that to the sideline instead of out the back.
Yeah, corners are dangerous. One of the goals, if you missed it, the first goal was off a corner for Twin Valley. Just kind of bounced around and was put in. It's been Brown that's taken off. That was a low one there. It's tried to backheel at that time. It didn't quite come off, but it goes back to Brown. Brown will serve it in the box again. Not really close to goal. Header's going to be right. It bounces around, and Weiss has to make a good save. Didn't have much on it, but the deflection made it really tough, and Weiss had to make a really good save because that caught him off guard.
Good awareness there by the keeper to get down, and there was a lot of traffic between him and the shooter. He was able to key on that ball, though.
I think a little too much traffic for Weiss's liking, but he did save it. Fuentes tries to turn, but didn't quite get on the end of that one. Vanderveer had a pretty good first half for Springfield as well as on it. Stays in bounds. Vanderveer gets through. Makes a juke. Plays it back toward Fuentes, but it's cut out there by Twin Valley. But Fuentes almost got on the end of it. Little possession for Springfield. Good play by Camden Roy to win it. Is able to switch the field to get to his right. Good cut move that time, too. Comes out. Almost fell to Palmer, but didn't quite get through. Rowan Palopoulos gets the start in the second half after he had some good minutes at the end of the first half, and he flicks that header on Palmer. Almost got there, but it's whacked away that time by Tucker Magnet, who's been the last person back most of the night for the Wildcats. Long throw comes in the box. Again, on a wet night like tonight, those can be dangerous. Played up. McHale's all by himself. I liked a little pressure on him for Springfield, but he's able to hold it up for his team. Well, he makes a bad pass, played through. Palmer was in an offside position and couldn't go after it. And it goes all the way through the keeper.
Cosmo's trying to put some pressure on here.
Okay, so able to settle that time by Cox. Cox was a nice ball to Vanderveer. Vanderveer plays it through. Some good stuff from Springfield here. Palmer plays it back to Vanderveer. Kind of sits there. Palmer goes and gets his own pass. Is able to win it. Now tries to switch the field. On the other side is Palopoulos. Can he get a first touch? He does. Tough angle. Able to play it back. Palmer trying to ask for it back. Good work there by Springfield, though, to get possession of it. Somehow Twin Valley gets out of that and plays it out, but it goes right to Tanner, who just whacks over for a field goal.
That was a great settle on moving at full speed a moment
It
ago.
was good soccer there. Palmer able to switch the fields, and Plopple made a decent first touch and tried to get it back, but it was cut out. That's some good stuff from Springfield there.
And the question will be, can they keep that kind of pressure on without leaving gaps in the defense?
Well, as the game goes on, I think they're going to have to take that chance down 2-0 here. You can see already, I think they're pushing more numbers forward. Here comes Plopple again. That may be the switch, right? It's Plopple and Roy working a 1-2. Now Plopple has it, tries to give it to Roy. It's knocked away again, but Springfield a little possession here. Plopple plays to Roy, but kind of ran out of room on the right side. Have not called Braden Brown or Nico Girding's name. Yeah, there's 2 Browns, by the way, in case there's Braden Brown, the senior, Landon Brown, the freshman. I'm going to guess they're related, but we don't know for sure here. Vanderveer has the ball again, tries to play it through, but it's cut out. But again, it's Springfield that's having most of the ball here to start, and a good run by
Hey, good move
Vanderveer
there.
again. Vanderveer plays it through a little too much for Fuentes. Maybe it goes out of bounds. But still a good idea.
Vanderveer had a little something going there.
And just another turnover. Momentum is with the Cosmos right now to start the second half. Long throw. Kind of dangerous there. Palmer, his first touch is not really cleared. Second touch finally cleared. That sat there for a long time, longer than Twin Valley would have liked.
Good cutoff there by number 7.
Tanner a little too much on that, and it goes out for a goal kick. But again, could see the momentum coming from the Cosmos Twin Valley trying to pump their team back up here as they dominated most of the first half, but it's been Springfield winning the second half so far, the first 5 minutes.
You know, a score here could be just the shot in the arm the Cosmos need to battle back in this one.
Tanner wins that. It goes by Braden Brown, and here come the Cosmos again. It's Paloppo. Tanner's won a lot of balls in the middle. Some of the tough shots there, and there's Girding. It goes to Brown. Brown plays it wide. Wildcats in the attack. I think that's Alex Sullivan, who had some good moments in the first half. That's a long shot. Not going to beat Weiss from there out for a goal kick. Interesting looking at Twin Valley's defensive lineup. They use that deep sweeper. You do not see that much anymore in 2025. Of course, Buddy Hafer's been coaching for 42 years, so you did see it back in 1980-something. But
If it ain't broke,
works,
don't fix it.
If it works, it works. Hopeful ball there. Plopple, the only one there. It kind of leaks through.
Good hustle there.
Yeah. Now Twin Valley, there's a good play there right there. Now they knock it around. There's Girding looking for Brown. There's the 2 that dominated the first half. Brown has on left. Couldn't quite poke it out. Cut out by Clayton Roos.
And the Cosmos
Springfield
defense
do have
holds
numbers
up
forward here. They got a 4-on-2 if they can do it quickly. But just a good tackle right there by winning the ball by Twin Valley.
The fans wanted a call, but that was clean.
Looked like ball from here. We're on the other side of the field. Ref is closer than us. Here's Girding with another one, too. I believe that's Sullivan. Again, a long-range shot. Those are the ones that they had. They tried a lot of those early on, and they weren't effective, and then got a little bit closer. Long punt. Going to bounce all the way back. Shanked out of bounds that time by Magnan. That allows Springfield to get up.
So that was a good answer right there to my question earlier of, as the Cosmos move up and apply more pressure on the attack, can they hold strong in defense? And they certainly did right there.
Well, you know, the old phrase, best. There's, by the way, Fuentes almost had a chance, finally cleared away by, it's not Magnet that time, that's Eckert. But sometimes your best defense is a good offense. If they don't get it down here, they don't have to worry about the defense right now.
Right.
You can see they're a little exposed if they get it down here. But right now, the possession is all with Springfield. There's Fuentes. There's Fuentes coming to his right. Fuentes beats one, guns into a couple of Twin Valley players.
Good touch there by
Yeah,
Mateo.
that was deflected. Yeah, it's going to be green ball. That's a good call. Yeah, that was definitely green. Always look for that double touch as a ref, or hear it. I almost hear it more than see it off the foot. You heard another sound, that was off of Twin Valley, so it's already in play. Eli Cox with a serve, a hopeful serve, but it gets through everybody and goes on frame. Getting there late was Paloppo, but he wasn't that far away.
Good work by the keeper to get down for that one. on the wet grass. Even
Really
ones that
gonna
look
try to
easy
play
can
out,
be
but here's
dangerous.
Girding. Again, we have not called Girding as much in the second half as we did in the first half. Another hopeful ball. Twin Valley plays it all the way back across. I don't think they wanted to go there. And here comes that side. There's a nice 1-2. It's Roy and Palapo. Palapo cuts to his left, looking to get a shot. Plays it to Roy. Might have been offside, but didn't get through. And Twin Valley able to clear. Again, it's just Michaela up here as it was in the first half. So 1-on-5 right now. Springfield's going to win that battle most of the time. Good composure there by Tanner to play it out. Almost got through. Now Twin Valley has some possession. Landon
Cosmos.
Brown, the freshman.
Cosmo's backing off in the midfield here. Trying to
Good
get
ball
back
that
on
time.
D.
There's Girding. Girding going to try his luck from distance. No, he pulls it back. Now goes to his right. Now couldn't quite get the shot off. You see him ready to pull the trigger there. Brown's a little deep here to take a shot. They're trying to get a little bit closer. Landon Brown, they want a shot. They get a shot, but it's not going to be close.
The field goal is once again good, though.
Had a few of those tonight.
And Twin Valley would have 9 just off the field goals.
Was it hurling? Is it Irish hurling where you get a point for putting it through the uprights too?
I know in rugby there's a moment when you'd use them. but-
Yes, I think it's like an extra point like football.
So the Cosmos defense holds up well there. Forces the errant shot.
It's number 3, Chris Eckert plays it through, tries to get it down the line. Pretty good ball, actually puts it in the corner, makes it dangerous. And you see some Twin Valley players getting on the end of it. They're able to keep it in bounds. I think Twin Valley's going to win a throw deep in the Springfield end. Thrown at the corner. It's Braden Brown trying to win that. See if they can serve it into the box. Somebody. A little bit of a bad touch there, and Springfield might be able to counter here, but it's one there instead. Chipped up. Be pretty easy for Weiss, I think, although that ground is a skip, so you never know.
And that ball had a curve to it as well.
Zach Mercier played in there. Now Springfield has some numbers forward. They're looking to counter off the punt. Good first touch there by Eckert to at least knock it away. Rain starts to come down a little harder now at Brownfield. It's a good ball right there. Nice reverse pass to hit. I think that's not Braden Brown. That's Landon Brown, one of the Browns. And now there's Girding in the middle. Girding with a through ball. I don't think that matters. It's a nice fall.
Dangerous
Falls
shot
nicely,
here.
and it's going to go out for a corner. So the original through ball did not go through, but it came out it was deflected. It comes out for a corner.
Good work there on defense, stepping up to put a body on that one.
Corner number 9. This will be an in-swinger for the Wildcats. And it's now raining pretty good, so anything that's in the box is going to be tricky.
And again, they're crowding that frame. Not much room for Weiss to work in
It's going
there.
to go right at it. It's also a new style of corner kick. Just throw it at the box, throw it at the keeper, and make him deal with it. By the time the defense deals with it, it goes out for a throw. We definitely need the rain in this part of the world in Vermont. It hasn't rained in forever, but kind of ill time that it's coming down now. Long throw in the wet, spinning, headed down, and should be able to be cleared that time, and it is by Ellis.
It's more fun to play in the rain than it is to watch, that's
Probably,
for sure.
right? Here's the connections from Twin Valley. Tried to pull the trigger that time. Actually, not a bad idea there at the time. Braden Brown, but it goes out for a goal kick.
Keepers that like to dive and players that like to slide tackle enjoy a rain game,
I don't
right?
think keepers like rain all that much. The ball's wet, it slips, it goes everywhere. I think that's, Weiss had a little trouble with a couple balls earlier. It's tough, a wet ball. Does not want to stick anywhere. Long goal kick. No real green shirts there at this point, although it looks like Palappo's trying to come back and help. Twin Valley to possess. And there's our man Gurney again in the middle. Again, he dominated more of the first half than the second, but that's the guy that Twin Valley obviously wants in the ball. Landon Brown plays it forward to his brother. Right, nice 1-2 back to Landon Brown, but no really go from there.
Good takeaway there by the defense.
Good tackle that time on the other side by Roy, who plays it up the field. Twin Valley first to react to that. And here comes Braden Brown again. 3 Cosmos around him and can't get through it. They clear again. And the Cosmos have kind of been pinned in, but here's how they try to play out. Good ball by Cooper Palmer, and down the wing they go. That's a great ball, right? I believe that's Vanderveer coming down the wing, and it is, but Twin Valley's able to recover enough. That was Camden Roy, who made that run, and Twin Valley able to play it back.
Good series of a few passes there by the Cosmos defense.
Yeah. Pretty good ball down the line, but nobody there for Twin Valley. Fuentes was going to get first too, but he left it there for Vanderveer. Fuentes is open down here if they can find him. Couldn't quite get it there. That was Twin Valley to play out.
Good takeaway here and a nice pass.
Yeah, if they want Fuentes on the ball, he's dangerous to have it, right?
Now here's that opportunity for the 1-2. He's triple team, though.
Yeah, couldn't quite get there in time. Good job by Twin Valley to put numbers over there. Twin Valley looks to counter the other way. They don't really have numbers for it, but they are going to get forward. That's Alex Sullivan, who we called a lot in the first half. Have not called Carson McHale's name much in the second half. He had the ball right there. Plays it to Braden Brown. Back to McHale. That's Landon Brown, excuse me.
And the midfield to Springfield doing a good job here, running the full length of the field, being up there to apply pressure and also getting back in time to help out on defense.
Good skill there by, I believe that was Chris Eckert. Great skill from Twin Valley. Starts their attack all the way from the back. That ball's shanked a little bit back. Twin Valley's going to get there first. Braden Brown, they've done a pretty good job in the second half. He goes down, no call. Cooper Palmer tried to get him. He's beaten to it again as they're just flying through balls by Twin Valley now.
Good burst of speed there by the midfielder.
See how quick they move the ball. 1-2 touch. That touch got away, and Springfield able to recover. You can see Springfield has a lot. They have 3 up right now, as they did not in the first half. They only had 1 up. That's been the change. Twin Valley unable to really take advantage so far. Another long-distance shot that was probably not going to get through, but it's blocked there. Landon Brown had a chance at it. Cooper Palmer might get to that, but Gurdon gets there first. Twin Valley happy to keep it back. They're just going to knock it forward, though. Try to switch it. That's a pretty good ball out this way. Can he get on the end of it? Jordan Denny, he goes down, but it's out for a goal kick. It's a pretty good ball, but it goes out for a goal kick. I think that was the one that Coach Hayford wants, that little switch of play and get a runner on the other side, on the weak side to get through.
Cosmos were ready for it, though. They got back and defended well. Again, it'd be nice if we could get it out the sideline or upfield instead of out the back, but... Oh, no, it was a goal kick, yeah.
Good touch that time. They knocked it forward a little too much. But good touch from Cox there to get it back to Tanner. "25 minutes even to go in this game, at least in regulation. 2-0 Twin Valley. They scored twice in the first half. Springfield had a good spell at the end of the first half and had a good spell at the start of the second. Twin Valley started to take a little bit more control the last couple minutes here. It's the midfield. Landon Brown, the freshman, has the ball here. He's worked with Braden Brown, who you see with him, and Nico Gerding to kind of control the game as he kind of goes forward. A little chip ball that time, and nobody really on the end of that. But it's going to sit there as McHale makes a long run to get there and forces to kick it out of bounds.
Look at the speed of that forward. He can fly to the ball.
See why he's out there. I haven't seen much of it tonight, but he does have 2 goals, so it's hard to complain about his effort too much. Long throw, a little tough to do in this wet conditions, but they're going to try it anyway. Kind of slips a little bit, bounces around the box. No white shirts there. Comes all the way through and finally gets cleared. Fuentes tries to just chip forward. A lot of green shirts there, but it's going to bounce around off some people. Springfield wants to clear. They can't right now. Gerding has it, but Gerding was surrounded by 2 people. Now Vanderveer takes it away.
Good header there by the fullback.
For Fuentes, but actually it's Ollie Kelly, but there's already a person back there for Twin Valley. But plays it right to Vanderveer. Can they get forward? Bounces off some people and goes the other way. Good play by Presley Ellis, but a good first tuck by Gerding to take it away, and Gerding will go the other way. The position is now vacated, and they hit it quickly on the other side. I believe that's Sullivan over there. Tries to play it across to McHale. Just went through everybody. Springfield able to clear.
Good hustle there.
Twin Valley's won a lot of those 50-50 balls the last few minutes, too, as they did there.
Cosmo's got to be feeling the pressure now, down by 2. 23 minutes to go.
And they're playing better, but they are down 2. They're going to have to get one here at some point. It's a pretty good, hopeful ball forward. Eckert plays it back to Magna. Those are the 2 that have been the stalwarts in defense for the Wildcats. Good ball by Plopple out wide. I think that's Cam Roy over there on the end of it. Does a pretty good job to hold it up. Ball stays in play. And Twin Valley happy to just clear, although it doesn't go very far.
Let's go.
Oops, there's a shank touch that time. It looked like it might have been a foul, too, but not called on Cox. But Springfield has possession. They got numbers forward, too. Open on the side. Played across. I think that was Plopple. It's hard to see on the other side of the field. All right, played out. Bodies go to the ground. And we're going to wait to see what happens. He's going to call advantage that time because Twin Valley has the ball. McHale goes forward.
Good turn there.
Yeah, drilled forward. Tough first touch. Might get to Fuentes. This could lead to a counter for Springfield, but the touch goes back to Landon Brown. Plays it up to Sullivan. Good hustle back to win it, though. Gelding gets through some people. Gelding lays it off. Not quite the finished product there, although it's been hard for Springfield to get out here. Landon Brown going to try it again from distance. They're going to keep trying that, but those are pretty easy saves for Nick Weiss. Yeah, Springfield now has moved Fuentes to the middle. They have Ollie Kelly on the left. I think that's Palopel, Rowan Palopel on the right. But they're having trouble winning the ball in the middle at this point. There's Braden Brown up to Sullivan. Sullivan makes the run forward, plays it wide, but nobody's there. I think he was hoping for McHale to make that run. McHale gets on the enemy. As he said before, he's got really good speed. Somehow wins that battle with a ton of people. A long shot and leaks through, but goes out for a goal kick.
Weiss was down and ready for that one.
It looked awkward because he was at the post there, but obviously it's not in the back of the net. It's just a goal kick. Vanderveer gets a rest for Springfield. And again, as you said, time's starting to be a factor a little bit here.
It's impressive, though, for the Cosmos how well the defense is holding up, considering that they're trying to move players forward as much as they can on the attack.
A definite strength of theirs, the defense, starting with Weiss in the goal. A lot of seniors back there. Girding has the ball. Girding happy to take possession with Landon Brown. We've called Landon's name more than Braden in here in the second half. There's Girding. And they played around with it too much, and now they gave it away. And here comes Fuentes, trying to counter. Fuentes plays it up to Kelly. Kelly has some room to roam a little bit, but Twin Valley's back in a hurry. You can see how quick they get back. Look how many white shirts are back here, but a good ball that time. Hayden Frattini plays it forward. Right?
Maybe a little push off there.
Time, but it's played out. And that's probably going to be a foul. No, it's not a foul. Right?
Couple of no
they
calls
let him
there.
play on.
And that one's in the woods.
First one looked okay. That one's over the fence. We lost a bunch of balls last night, too. Ollie Kelly, I think the first one was okay. The second one, he looked like he hit him right between the numbers and the back, so I'm surprised that wasn't a foul. But that's why we're sitting here, right? We're standing here, as it were.
You know, in the end, it is what the official says it is.
No pressure there at all. A little hopeful ball, and it's kind of headed out for a corner. Palopel made that dangerous running behind it, and here's a chance for the Cosmos, a corner with 19 and a half to go. It's actually Hayden Frattini to take it because he's lefty. He's going to in-swing this from that side of the field. All the Cosmos at the back post. That's where the ball is going to go, headed away, finally at the last second. Actually looked off a face that time as they looked to get out, put back in, but not really near the frame from Eli Cox. But a chance for the Cosmos, and Coach Derek Graham cheers it on.
They could have used 6'5" Nick Weiss up there in the box to head that one in.
Yeah, later in the game, might try it. Twin Valley would probably really like a third goal here to kill this off. They're fairly comfortable for now, but only going to take one to not be so comfortable. And these are the kind of balls they're not really winning much right now. Frattini has it on the left side, plays it to the middle, cut off, race for the ball. Twin Valley wins that one. It's Landon. Now it's actually Braden Brown on the ball. Twin Valley has not been as clinical in the second half. Yep, and there's another ball going forward. Twin Valley's on the end of that. Good move right there to get away. Braden Brown now running forward. You see McHale making the run, and it's a great run, and it goes on the
nice
end right
through
there.
ball there.
He's
Dangerous.
He's there. He's crowded out. Goes down. Referee is way away from the play, and they're not going to call on that. They probably had a case, but they're not going to get the call. Now the whistle blows for the injury as McHale stays down. Clock continues to run. Now he stops it. Right. 17:54 to go. I think we'll get to see. Our TV is like 40 seconds behind, so I think we can see this in a second on ours to see. Referee was pretty far away from the play. But if they're not sure, you're not going to give a penalty on that. I don't think they were 100% sure on that one in the box. I'd like to see it again, though. That's why they have the VAR, these impressional links, so they could look at it again. It's hard to see live exactly what happens. So you're wondering what the heck we're talking about because you can't see this, but we're about to get on the play now to see exactly what it was. as they tend to McHale. Again, you mentioned before, Twin Valley not real deep, so that you don't want any injuries, especially this time of year. So we're looking at the through ball to McHale, and we're going to see what's our judgment here. You can see both sides of that. Not enough. Not enough for us to be a penalty as our opinion.
I didn't see any arms extended.
Yeah, you got to be sure on that one. You can call us homers if you want, I guess, but.
And he was fighting through two defenders, and I think he was giving it everything he had to try to get ahead.
And I think they're both playing the ball. So I say no penalty, my VAR decision. But the bigger concern now is McHale's injury. He limps off the field. He's got both goals tonight, and they don't want to lose him for any length of time. He's not putting any weight on his leg, and that's not good to see for anybody.
Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, we hope he's okay. We don't like to see injuries here at all. Again, Twin Valley, 7-0 coming in. A lot of them by lopsided margins, but they are playing mostly D4 competitions. They knew it was going to be able to step up tonight against Springfield. And to be fair, they dominated most of the game, but they're only up 2-0 right now. So we'll see who replaces it again. McHale is a big part of their offense with his speed, and he's played up top by himself most of the night. So we'll see how Coach Hayford adjusts to this. With the whistle being blown inside the box, it should be a drop ball to Nick Weiss, who can pick it up for Springfield. And the referee's going to get play started exactly that way. He'll drop it. Nick Weiss will pick it up, and we'll resume play.
What's the point of a drop ball if there's no one else from the other team around?
I mean, technically they can stand 5 yards away, but any drop ball in the box is automatically dropped to the goalkeeper, so there's no point to standing there because he's just going to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a confusion. You don't want a drop ball that close to the goal to be an offensive one because it kind of rewards, like an injury happened that close to the goal. You don't want to reward something like that. So they just decided to make any drop ball in the goal to the goalkeeper, or any with the ball in the box, I should say. Any drop ball be a goalkeeper ball. Springfield looks to regroup. Numbers are not terribly visible here for Twin Valley, but it looks like freshman Jordan Denny is taking over up top, so a big task for him. But again, Twin Valley does lead 2-0, so they're not that concerned about offense right now. Braden Brown makes a run, gets by one person, gets by another. First time we've seen him run this deep so far tonight. But it's a good crossing, too, and it's headed away. Good header away, actually, that time by Clayton Roos.
Yeah, good work there by the fullback.
Fertini happy to play it out for a throw. That was a pretty dangerous ball and a good header away.
Or actually, I think Roos is a midfielder who's back helping out on D, right?
Not a great night of weather if you just joined in. It's raining pretty good, so if you stayed home to watch, thanks. Right. Header on, but Weiss is going to let that go for a goal kick. Not really enough momentum on that throw to trouble Weiss with that.
So the Cosmos defense holds tough again.
Ryan Gould is up top now for the Cosmos. Nice header by Brown right there. Plays it down, but nobody really there. Ellis whacks it forward. Palapo with a really good first touch and played back. I think it was Blake Baczynski who played it back to him. And played forward. Nobody really there. I think that's going to go far enough to get to the keeper. He does the old collapse dive to try to waste a little bit of time. Just watched a couple games on TV.
Nice stop.
Good first touch that time by Carter Tanner. Plays it forward. Good first touch there by Palapo. Palapo has a runner on the other side. I think that's Baczynski. Knocked away. Actually goes off Springfield last. I think that should be a goal kick, and it is. A little unlucky there. Both players kind of went down. I think Baczynski just kind of slipped and it went off and went out of bounds. But again, as it rains a little bit more, and the conditions get worse and worse.
Cosmos fans trying to pick up the intensity a little bit, urge their team on as best they can.
Springfield wanted to foul on that. I might agree with him on that one, actually. But the ball's played it long. Zach Mercier was trying to get into there, but now it's Braden Brown. Brown has like 4 people to beat, but takes a good first touch, good second touch, good save by Weeze. Goes down to his right and knocked away by Springfield. You can see how dangerous Brown is.
Good work there by Weiss to get down on it.
Ooh, helpful ball, almost full Weiss that time with the skip and the bodies there, but he's able to hang on. But
And
that
good-
was a very good save in the last one.
And good help from the defense to clear it out quickly so he had time to recover. Because that next shot came just moments later.
Pacey Reynolds or Zach Mercier as soon as he goes forward as the ball's knocked out of bounds.
And that one's in the stands.
This is not over the fence. If you've never been to Brown Field, it's a river on the other side of the field. So the ball goes out of the fence, it goes in the river most times, and then somebody has to dig them out.
Probably don't get most of those balls back, do you?
I think they get some back, actually, more than you would think, believe it or not. It costs good money these days, so somebody goes down and fishes them out. There's a chance Braden Brown has. He's surrounded. He goes down pretty easily there, and he's not going to get that call. Certainly not the way it's been officiated tonight. Girding takes a shot, but it's deflected. It goes out, and Springfield happy to play it out for a throw. On another night, Braden Brown might get that call, but not the way the game's been officiated tonight.
Yeah, they're letting them play.
Yeah.
I mean, soccer's a contact sport.
Yeah. Another long throw as the time continues to tick away from the Cosmos here. It's pretty deep right there, but nobody should have comes all the way across again, and nobody there for Twin Valley. Springfield able to clear, and they'll look to counter. Blake Paczynski plays it down the line. It's going to stay in bounds, but nobody
Nice
really
ball
there.
there.
Cooper Palmer chasing it, but nothing but white shirts for now. As Twin Valley looks to come the other way. Good pressure there. They play out, and it's Brown again. Brown, who's kind of dominated the last 2 minutes, looks to make a run. Nice ball up there. Hard to see who it is. Maybe Denny on this side. Klaus is right to Weiss. Actually doesn't go to Weiss. Goes out for a goal kick.
Twelve and a half minutes. Should be. Cosmos would like to get one here soon.
It goes back to what you said before. They're torn, I think, between putting everybody forward. But this might be the time to do it. But it's hard. If you don't get the ball, it makes it tough, you know?
Yeah. But down by one, you can get really low in minutes and still feel like you're in the game. But
they're pretty low right now.
yeah. But down by two, you're in a hole. You got to dig it.
Springfield next in action Saturday at Fairhaven. That's an 11 a.m. start. Nice long bus ride. They did beat Fairhaven here in overtime earlier this season, 2-1. Here's a little chance
Nice ball
here.
there.
Ali Kelly plays it, shanked it a little bit. It actually almost worked out there, and it's hacked away by the Wildcats, who just push it forward.
Weiss got to hustle back for this one.
And now you're exposed like we talked about before. So numbers up there, bounces around the box, finally cleared. Falls to Girding. Girding had a chance the first time, didn't take it. Bounces off some people still sitting there. Somebody takes a shot, bounces off again. Falls for them, and it goes side netting.
Hey.
Couldn't quite get his foot around at the end. I think that might have been Denny who had the last touch. Couldn't get his foot around, and he's down now too. More injuries for the Wildcats.
And the Cosmos defense hustled back on that one and held tough in
I think
front
it
of
was
the net.
Alex Sullivan who made the first run down the sidelines and was dangerous. As you said before, there's just a lot of dangers. And we got a Springfield player down. It might be some cramps late in the game too. Player down from each team here. Springfield player definitely looks like a cramp. Clayton Roos is down. Might be double cramps, that's what we're hoping, although it looks like Denny is hobbling off the field. I think that's Denny. I'm trying to get the number straight over there. Yeah.
Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, and he's limping off pretty good over there, and that makes both strikers for Twin Valley have limped off the field in the last 5 minutes, and that, with 10:58 to go here, might not be a huge factor tonight, but certainly going to be a problem if they're injured for any length of time for the Wildcats. Looking at the Wildcat schedule, they go to Otter Valley on Saturday. should be able to take that one. And then they play Green Mountain here. That would be 10-1 this year. So they have a couple games. There's a short goal kick. Girding had it. Again, the conditions are not great out there right now. People are starting to slip. Girding gets another chance to run at the defense again. Fuentes is chasing him this time. No, excuse me, that's Cooper Palmer. No, it's Fuentes. Sorry, 10 versus 19. Twin Valley happy to kill some time, play it back. They
Kelly
had to
has
be
a
careful.
chance.
Yeah, Kelly almost got onto that one. A little too cute here for the Wildcats. Cooper Palmer takes advantage. Again, it's only 2-0 here. Springfield can get one.
Good work there by
There's still
Palmer.
some time to go.
Cosmo's got to convert on this, though.
There's Braden Brown. There's a good touch. Cox plays it out wide. Fuentes on the ball. Fuentes dancing around with it in the middle. Surrounded by 3 Wildcats. They're smart enough not to dive in on him. Just want him to get rid of the ball, and he does. Hack to the other side of the field. Kelly's on the other side of the field. Might run all the way out for a throw, but Kelly keeps it in. Springfield trying to get forward.
And so the Wildcats have definitely done their homework. You can see every time Fuentes gets the ball, very quickly, there's 2 or usually 3 players on him.
Really good run from Landon Brown there. I got all the way through. It's all the way toward Weiss. Ellis has to deal with it and kick it aside. And that's good defense, but it will kill a little more time off the clock, too.
Cosmos might do well to take a page out of the Wildcats playbook, and when they send the numbers at Fuentes, if he can clear the ball to the other side, might create an opportunity.
Yeah. Twin Valley is another game with Randolph on October 9th. This might be one of their toughest tests of the season, at least the regular season. And you'd have to consider them the favorites in Division 4 this year. Now we get a foul.
Interesting call there.
Yeah, but just the way the game's been played. But
Were there hands involved? It looked like, I mean, you could hear both feet touch the ball
it's
at the
kind
same
of push.
time.
I mean, it's probably 50-50, but just the way the game's been called. Anyway, a set piece for Twin Valley. They can take some time off. They're going to ask for time and not rush this at all. Yeah. He's asking for 10 because he's stalling for time here. Fuentes is probably about 10 yards away. Now he serves it. Right toward Weiss, goes all the way through, headed back out, and Springfield able to clear. Palmer has it. Palmer goes down. Ball bounces around. And now I think that's Brown on the ball again. The last person Springfield wants on. A good cross, but nobody really there. Falls to Girding. Girding can't get his foot, and now does. It's blocked. Way up in the air. Weiss comes for it, doesn't get it. Finally cleared away by Springfield.
Good work there by the defense. Get
Carter
rid of that
Tanner
one.
clears it. Palmer sprays it out wide to Olive Vanderveer. Makes a good first touch as Springfield looks to go on the run. Good hustle back and knocked out of bounds to break up that attack.
Good run there by the Cosmos, but
Yep.
there were already 5 defenders back.
We're at 8 minutes and counting. To be fair to the referee, it's tough just because it's so wet to know who's going down on their own volition and getting hit. Vanderveer has the ball in a decent position here. Now goes backwards. Plays it back to Cox, who tries to serve it. Good ball. Kelly's able to keep it in. Kelly working. Now gets to his right foot. Now
Good
serves
footwork
it.
here.
Didn't quite get all of it that time, and Twin Valley able to clear. Roos tried to play. It's actually going to stay in this time. Yeah. Tomberg avoids the tackle there by jumping. Cox has it, goes down, but there's just a lot of bodies there.
The fans getting a little rowdy here. They want
Yeah.
some calls, but
I don't think that was a foul.
these are clean plays.
That one at least was. Vanderveer has it. Vanderveer plays down the line. Kelly has it, goes out of bounds. Time keeps ticking away here for Springfield. Again, I'm sure Coach Graham will be not totally displeased with the performance. They played pretty well at times. Just gave up 2 goals in the first half. That's the difference between this and the Hartford game, I think. The goals, once they score this couple of goals, it makes it hard. And anytime Twin Valley gets the ball out of bounds and has it their ball, they'll take their time to put it back in.
Are there rules about how much time you can take for a throw-in?
There is not. I mean, you could get a yellow card for delaying as much, but technically there's no shot clock or anything like that. So it's all about gamesmanship here because they'll take their time, bounce it around, throw it away a little bit. I'm surprised they actually
Change
threw it to him
who's
that
gonna
quick.
take the throw
Yeah,
in.
exactly. And they'll throw it right down the line, try to waste a little more time. Okay, every time it goes out of bounds for Springfield, time's going to tick off. So Mercier here is going to probably take this throw. He's back here, probably walk all the way up there and take it. Nope. A slow jog from Max Nito. I think that's actually Landon Brown, excuse me, who has the ball there. Long throw in the box, bounces all the way through again. This time Girding was almost on it, but couldn't quite to the end of it. Landon comes all the way back out to Landon Brown and tries to make a first touch. Pretty good defense that time, and now Landon Brown comes up limping too. Been a rough few minutes for the Wildcats with their injuries. Brown looks like he's going to carry on as he tries to make it down the field. Here's a throw for Springfield as we're coming up on 5 minutes to go.
Pressure's on now. Springfield really got to make something happen
got to
if they
throw
want
some
any
numbers
chance
forward
in this
and kind of throw caution to the wind now. This is about the time, I think.
Good touch there.
There's Girding again. Girding shanked that a little bit. Actually goes right to Brown, though. This is Bryden Brown is now running onto a good ball that time, tried to play wide. Good, read pretty well there by Cole Tomberg, though, when it goes out of bounds. But again, every time it goes out, the clock's going to tick some more. Although with the sub, they're going to stop the clock because of the high school rule is that if you sub when you're winning under 5 minutes, they stop the clock.
And good play to get that out the sideline instead of letting it go out the back. There's been less corner kicks here
It's to
late in the
prevent
game.
teams from just subbing every whistle.
Sure. Less corner kicks, though, later in the game as we're getting out to the sideline a little better.
Almost had a corner right there. Comes back out to Landon Brown. He might just serve it from there, and he does. Nobody really there. It's flicked in, heads off a couple of heads, bounces around. Springfield finally clears. Ollie Kelly didn't try to keep it in bounds, and he does. Behind Palmer, though. And Brown just happy to kill time with the ball. He doesn't need to go anywhere there right now. They're going to play it all the way back and make Springfield chase. Girding has it in the middle. We've called his name a bunch of times tonight. They have not scored in the second half, though. Brown, they're content right now, Twin Valley. They're up 2-0. They don't have to keep the ball. They're just going to keep playing it back until Springfield attacks. Almost like in basketball when you're killing the clock without a shot clock.
Right.
There's no reason for them to attack right now. They're just going to try possession, try to keep the ball. There's a nice through ball, though. No, they gave it away now.
Cosmos need a takeaway, and there it is.
Oops, there's a giveaway, but Anthony falls right to Braden Brown. Now goes to Girding. It's impressive possession here for Twin Valley, a D4 team, to move the ball around like this as much as they are. Switch the field. It goes all the way to the other side. They'll probably knock it back again here.
Yeah, definitely more than you'd expect from a typical Division 4.
Yeah. But they
Playing
want to
strong
give it
here
away
today.
there. There's a chance. There's Palmer. Goes to Kelly. Kelly has some room out in front of him as Twin Valley tries to recover. They do have some speedy defenders. They get back in a hurry. But Eli Cox plays over side, just goes behind Roy, and then Twin Valley able to clear again.
That was an impressive recovery by the Wildcats
But
defense.
Ellis plays it back in, and now played out of bounds. No, it doesn't. It actually stays in. Ellis happy to just launch it forward. It's a good first touch there by Brown to just take it down like that. Look at this. That's impressive possession right there. And now finally Twin Valley just launches it forward. Roos tries to deal with it and does. But nothing but white shirts there.
Yeah, raining a little harder now.
Yep. And Braden Brown on a soaking wet night has almost an impeccable first touch. There's a good 1-2. Tucker Magnan getting forward. We haven't seen him down here much tonight. We take advantage to get forward. Got some numbers up here. If Palmer can find Kelly on the other side. But they shield that out of bounds. No, it doesn't go out of bounds. Twin Valley's able to win it.
And the Cosmos families, passionate sports fans, trying to urge their team on.
I mean, they're just chasing the ball right now. It's tough. They're a good team. They're just moving the ball around. Coming up on 2 minutes to go as Twin Valley appears to be on their way to victory number 8 for 2025 on a rainy night here at Brownfield. Now they go forward, but it's shanked out. Can Weiss get that before it goes out? He cannot, and it's going to be a corner. And with under 2 minutes to go, that's going to kill a lot of time before they kick this ball. I'm guessing it's going to be at 1:30 before they kick this ball. If they subs, they have to stop the clock. Again, the only negative, I think, tonight for Twin Valley is that they had some injuries at the end there. We hope they're not serious, especially the most important one to Carson McHale, their starting striker who has both goals. He limped off the field about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, hopefully they have a quick recovery.
It's raining pretty good now here at Brownfield. Played across the box, kind of bounces off some bodies and finally cleared away.
Cosmo's got to apply some pressure here.
Goes out for a goal kick, but the clock continues to run.
Cosmos needs something just short of a miracle here.
Yeah. Springfield does get the ball, but they feel now as we come up on 1:10 to go. Roy throws it long.
Kelly's making a nice run in the middle if they can get it to him.
I think they want to. They win a corner. They did. Corner for Springfield. They have to take it quick. 1 minute to go here at Brown Field. Everybody forward as it should be for the Cosmos right now. Played quickly in the box. Bounces around. It's loose there. The keeper had it for a second. Finally jumps on it. Good play to jump on it there in traffic, especially in a wet night like this. And that might just about do it. But that was a chance for the Cosmos.
It was. And just before that, Kelly was on a nice run. He was staying just on sides. If they could have got the cross to him, he was in a good position to fire.
Less than 30 to go. Last chance for the Cosmos. Again, they have to get two in a hurry here.
Even just one, it'd be something to hang your hat on.
Kelly has in the corner. We got 16 seconds to go. And one more clear will do it, and that might be it for Twin Valley. Last chance. Eli Cox going to throw it in the box. Actually throws it down the line. Vanderveer heads it into the box. But 3-2, Twin Valley can dribble it out, and that's it. So an efficient 2-0 victory from the Twin Valley Wildcats tonight as they go to 8-0 on the season. Springfield played better in the second half. They fall to 4-2-1, but just couldn't get enough offense started to challenge the Wildcats tonight.
Well, congratulations to the Wildcats on a strong performance.
And they're a very good team. I think, Coach Graham will take some positives out of this too. I think they're happy that it's only 2-0, but at the same time would have liked a little more offense. But, going to the next one is always going to be a tough task tonight. Mm-hmm. So that'll wrap it up here from Brown Field. For Will Simino, I'm Ray Curran. Once again, your final score on a rainy night at Brown Field, Twin Valley 2, Springfield 0. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, everybody, for watching Cosmos Athletics. We'll see you next time.
We thank everybody for their attendance tonight. We also remind you to please help us keep Brown Field a clean facility by moving your trash to the receptacles. And drive home safe. Thank you.
This broadcast is produced by Springfield Cosmos Athletics with help from Tech Gym Sports. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. The Springfield Cosmos would like to thank our full-year broadcast sponsors, HB Energy Solutions and Jerry FARNUM State Farm Insurance. If you would like to sponsor live streams of Cosmos Athletics, contact Rich Sapak at rsapak@ssdbt.org.
So Jerry, why is this important to you to sponsor Springfield Athletics?
Yeah, Springfield Athletics, I think, is a core foundation for our kids, our community, and the businesses. It allows us to center around our kids and support them and have a great time at the games. I think it helps to drive discipline, team atmosphere, and it builds a strong belief and love for your hometown. So State Farm is very proud to sponsor our kids in all of the surrounding communities. We believe that is our future, and you need to invest in your future. And of course, growing up here in Springfield, being born and raised, the rivals that we've always seen, between Windsor and Bellas Falls, we always love to come out for those games. They're big games and a lot of fun. And, it lets, each side do a little bit of trash talking every now and then too. But wouldn't change it for anything, and love the community as a whole, and State Farm puts their money where their mouth is.
This program is brought to you by HB Energy and their new service bundle, the HB Pick 3. HB Fuel customers can choose from a wide range of discounts on heat pumps, oil and propane heating systems, wood stoves, water heaters, backup power systems, and more. And with their customer reward program, folks can save even more. That's hbenergy.com or 802-885-2300. HB Energy, one company, one call.